Now, in the ongoing trade war saga, China says that it is open to talks with the US if US shows it some respect and resolves Beijing's concerns over US sanctions and Taiwan. The other condition China wants to come to the table for trade talks is a more consistent US position. US President Donald Trump had earlier pressed China to make a tariff offer to calm the escalating trade war. In response, after laying down those conditions, China showed it was serious about trade talks by naming a trade envoy for the negotiations. Additionally, Beijing urged that the US designate a negotiator with the US president's backing. China's request comes so that a deal can be prepared for the next meeting between Trump and Chinese leader Xi Jinping. Separately, the World Trade Organization WTO slashed its prediction for global goods trade this year, citing rising US tariffs and general uncertainty. For now, WTO predicts global trade to shrink by 0.2% this year. However, the trade body warns that if the US imposes higher reciprocal tariffs, world goods trade could decline by 1.5% in 2025. Global tech stocks took a beating after the US administration's chip export restrictions on Nvidia and other US firms. After Nvidia's claim of a $5.5 billion hit advanced micro devices, it said it anticipates charges of up to $800 million from export curbs on AI chips. ASML Holdings' poor earnings, dimmed the outlook further for the semiconductor sector. More than $180 billion were wiped off Nvidia and ASML Holdings' market value. The sell-off in semiconductor stocks over the past 3 months has already wiped out about $2 trillion in market capitalization. Uncertainty about Trump's trade policies has prompted the Bank of Canada to release 2 sets of economic estimates. One shows short-term slowdown and another for a full-blown recession that might last up to a year. Now, in the first scenario, tariffs are mostly resolved through negotiations, but uncertainty continues to dampen activity, leading to a halt in GDP growth. But the bank warns that higher tariffs would certainly lead to a year-long recession.